It was a busy day at Rogers Arena on Tuesday as the Vancouver Canucks got back to work on the practice ice, skating for about 45 minutes before the team heads out on a road trip that'll start Thursday night in Dallas. Youngster Braden Coots took part in practice, but we didn't know it at the time. Afterwards, found out that Coots had been reassigned to his junior team in Seattle of the Western Hockey League. The Canucks say Max Sasson will be recalled from Abbotsford after a quick start to the AHL season. Sasson scoring in both games over the weekend down in Henderson, Nevada. Canucks had a couple of familiar faces back on the practice ice with them as well. Teddy Bluger and Pierre-Olivier Joseph both have been injured and out of action, have yet to play a game, but both of them in non-contact jerseys. We learned as well that both will head out on the road trip with the hockey club, although no time frame has been put on either player as far as making their season debut is concerned. After practice, we caught up with head coach Adam Foote, along with Elias Pettersson and Thatcher Demko.
Couple of guys back in non-contact jerseys. Where are they at in terms of their recovery, and are they going on the trip?
They're going to go on the trip. We'll know more in the next day and a half where they're at as far as availability.
Well, you guys coming off that game just last night, what did you want that focus to be in this practice today?
Well, just getting back to what we want to play fast hockey. You saw us do the rush drills. And I think closing out at the end of practice, we did a lot of one-on-one, two-on-two, three-on-two, closing plays defensively early and actually offensively holding on to pucks. So, we worked on that a little bit, but just feeling good. We've had a couple minor lapses in games that have kind of put us in a tough spot, and we just got to stick to our program.
What about, nobody would have questioned if you'd come back with a whole bunch of different line combinations early in the season from a coaching perspective. What's the balance between trying to work it through with the guys that you've started the season with and going away from it?
Yeah, we're still tweaking stuff, and I'm not sure if the line's going to be like that when we go into Dallas. We might move it around a little bit. We'll see.
Specifically to that, you switched up the top two lines in the last game, switching Paterson and Hedl. What did you see after that change, and is that something that we might see more of on the road trip?
Yeah, right now I'm leaning more towards going PD with Garley and maybe Kane, we'll see, and Hedl with Bess, and then you got speed with DeBrus. So something I'm thinking about, and moving forward, we'll see what happens. I thought Ratty did well with Sherwood. So we'll see if, we might put O'Connor there as well. We'll see.
Is Coots also sticking with the team as you go on the road trip as well?
Actually, after practice, we had a discussion with the staff, and we're going to reassign Cootsy to Seattle today. So he will not be on the road trip with us. But we're proud of what he's done. It's not been his play at all. He's a smart hockey player. We just think it's the right thing for his development. This is going to be a condensed, long, heavy season. He's a guy that's really good with touches with the puck, and we have a young team. We have a young team so it's hard to have a lot of support around him for his age at this moment. So I think it's the right thing for his development.
How valuable was the experience he had with the group to this point, do you think, for him in his development?
I think it was huge. He's the type of guy, he'll go down and do the right thing as far as his work ethic, and he's got the World Juniors to think about, but he's so with it that I think he understands going down with his experience, how to bring it into that locker room with a young group and still be, such a good teammate.
So is Teddy that close to being ready, or will you bring in
Teddy's close, but we're going to bring up Sasson, Teddy's close, but I'm not sure he'll make Dallas. We'll find out the next day and a half.
So much energy, especially before training camp, you and your staff put into bringing the group together and starting to build that leadership and get guys all kind of in harmony.
Yep.
We're only 3 games in, but the last couple of results haven't gone the way you want. Now is a time where that gets tested a little bit. That's where you make sure that everyone's focusing on the right things, everyone's positive, things like that.
It's getting tested, and things aren't perfect either. You bring a leadership group together or a group together off camp, you're gonna have sometimes a little blip, and you just got to get back into it and not get scattered. And if that makes sense, and that's what we'll continue to talk about, and they're aware of, and we'll do.
only 82 games. I'm not sure that there's many that you can't or you don't play with urgency, but does it feel like there's an urgency on this road trip?
I think, like you just said it, there's urgency in every game. I mean, with a condensed season and how stacked the West is, it's just the way it is.
Maybe to start taking a look at the game last night and your thoughts on it.
Yeah, also don't like the second period, and we come back a little bit and they score right away. But I think we're going to learn them and be better next game.
What do you think you guys need to do to drive play a little bit more effectively, both with your line and as a group?
Yeah, if it's good to take care of the puck better, if better defense, I think it's all over the ice. Small details that leads to big things.
You've got 3 shots on goal through 3 games. Do you feel like maybe you need to be a little more selfish in some situations with putting the puck on net?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I want 3 shots a game or even more. But maybe that's a reflection that we got to create a little more. I got to be better. And but yeah.
Have you seen stuff you guys can build on, though, Elias?
No, yeah, for sure. I think we have. I mean, obviously, I think along we've been creating some chances, but I don't think it's been their consistency all the time. But yeah, working on it. We had a good practice today, I felt. So yeah.
Power play looked pretty good in the preseason. It's just not there yet. Is it just a matter of time?
No, I think so. Preseason great. Haven't been as good during the season now. But talent's there with everyone can score. So yeah, just keep working on it. I believe in us.
You've often said that you are your own harshest critic. What is the thing that you feel you need to improve on the most through the first 3 games?
Yeah, just drive the play, drive offense, be a two-way player, and play good and all over the rink. So, yeah.
How about the challenge of this road trip, starting with Dallas, obviously a pretty good team? How important is it for you guys to get out on the road and get things turned on right now?
Yeah, Dallas, great team. We got a lot of good players, but I like the group we have here. If we play where we're supposed to play and follow structure and everything, it's going to be good. So, good challenge for us, and excited for it.
It's good. We gotta play better. I think last probably game and a half probably haven't been up to our standard. I think we all know that we gotta kind of step up our intensity, our execution. It's a tough road trip travel wise, kind of all over the map there. So I think that focus level and that intention going into each game is gonna be really important for us.
Tough road trip in terms of travel and the number of games, but good to get out on the road with the group where you can sort of focus on the things you need to focus on.
Yeah, I mean, all the games are the same. I think we've done a good job of kind of getting together as a group with the wives and the players and everyone here too. So as far as like the bonding and stuff goes, I think we've been doing a good job with that. But be a good test for us. First, long road trip of the year. First. Obviously, we played in Edmonton, but stringing together road games a little bit different than just a one-off. So, it's an important road trip.
With different perspective, whether you're in the net or on the bench as it was on Monday, what have you seen from this team through the first 3 games that maybe needs to take a step up?
I've seen the kind of the skeleton of some really good things. I think just the consistency level of our execution maybe. I think that the positive thing for me is just the things that have been lacking are things that are super correctable. And so I think that, that's going to come, hopefully, we can address those things, and we have in video and things like that. But, those are easy things to fix. And, I mean, I think, we had so much momentum going for us in the preseason games, and I don't think it's going to take much to kind of get back to that level and having that swagger as a group. So, it's good to watch the game from the bench. You kind of pick up on some things, and
As a team, I know we're 3 games in, 79 to go, but how big is the mental component at a time like this? Like a week ago, everything seemed to be aligned and guys felt great. I'm sure they don't feel great about being 1-2, but how important is it, the mental aspect right now, just to sort of be confident and not get too down about how the last couple of games have gone?
Yeah, I mean, I think no one's talking about it. I mean, I think guys are fine. If you guys, yeah, I mean, if you guys are chatting about it, maybe I don't know. I mean, I don't get that sense in the room to answer your question. I don't think there's a panic level or anything like that. We know we have to address some things. We got to clean some things up for sure. We're not turning a blind eye to that, but yeah, I mean, I think that we're the same group we were a week ago, and you guys are ranting and raving about us, so. Yeah, I feel good about our group, and I think guys are excited to get on the road and, another opportunity against a really good team in Dallas. So, yeah, it'd be some fun games for sure.
I know it's a team game, but just curious to get your thoughts. I mean, how encouraged are you by your 2 performances so far?
Yeah, I mean, that's my standard, anything kind of less than that, I'm not very happy with. Obviously, I want to win the game. I needed one more save in Edmonton, so that's kind of where my mind's at. There's a lot of hockey left, so it's good. It's good to kind of start the season that way. Felt pretty good about both games, just as far as my game went. But yeah, there's a lot of work to be done. I know that. So yeah, another opportunity to kind of get back in the pipes and play.
And just curious with your role as a leader, and we know that you've sort of taken on part of this leadership. Like the players, the skaters have talked about needing to drive play. I mean, as a goalie, you can't do that. But what can you do from the leadership standpoint to sort of get this thing moving in the right direction?
I think it is moving in the right direction, first of all. I think we're fine again. We're not already doing this. I think it's a lot different for a goalie. It's especially a game like yesterday where we're trying to find a spark or something, and I'm on the bench and I can really only bark at guys and try to bring some life to our group. But I'm more of a guy that just wants to lead by my habits every day, showing up kind of even keel and excited to see the guys regardless of kind of how the day went before, and just kind of my work habits. And obviously when the time calls, hopefully you can keep the team in the game and make some big saves when they need it. So, I think it's more of just a demeanor than anything as a goalie in the leadership group.
The 1-2 start to the season, not what the Vancouver Canucks were looking for. Now they're out on the road for 5 straight, so when you add it all up, it'll be 6 of the first 8 games away from home for this hockey club. The Canucks losing their first road game of the season on Saturday night when they fell 3-1 to the Oilers in Edmonton. Make sure you join us after the game in Dallas and after every game on the road trip, and all season long, we'll have Rink Wide Vancouver for you. Immediately after the hockey game, we'll break it all down, get your thoughts as well to our feedback channel. So join us for Rink Wide Vancouver after every Canucks game. You'll find it right here on the Rink Wide YouTube channel. Covering the Vancouver Canucks, I'm Jeff Paterson.